What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Ken's Pats Talks Patriots podcast. Hope all y'all doing well out there. I know I am, man. Know I've been gone for a couple weeks, but hey, I'm ready to talk some ball, man. I'm ready to talk some ball. We got a big week ahead, especially if you're a football fan. We got the scouting combine, NFL scouting combine yearly. The annually scouting combine is this week. So I think the first workouts, it's normally the offensive lineman. I think they work out Wednesday. Then you go to the defensive side of the ball. You got running backs, receivers, all of them working out this weekend. So it's a big week ahead, especially if you're a Patriots fan, and like I just said, if you're a football fan, just in this entirely, it's a big week ahead with the scouting combine, man. This right here, the scouting combine, and then you got your pro days after the pro days, scouting combine, then pro days, and then the draft. So this right here, these workouts are really one of their last few workouts that these players, these rookies are going to be doing until the big day, to draft day. That's big, man. That is real big. Got my eyes on a lot of players this week, especially from the skill position. Look at the wide receivers. You got Zay Flowers. A lot of talk about him. He might be coming to the Patriots. We might draft him. Me personally, I like Jordan Addison. I'm a big Jordan Addison guy. I've been looking at a lot of his film on YouTube, and the guy, he got it, man. He has that dog in him, and I think that's what we need. It's what we need for the court for Mac Jones and Bill O'Brien in the offense. We need somebody like him. The way he gets in and out his breaks, I can't wait to see what he run this week, man. I think he's going to test pretty good. He should anyway. I think he's going to test real good. Probably somewhere about a 4.2, 4.3. He's not I've seen his scouting report. They say he doesn't separate a lot deep, but I can't really tell. Every time I see him, he's open. But they say he struggles getting separation deep, but he just has that short area quickness. So that's what we need. We haven't had that since the Edelman, the Amendola days. We haven't had it the last few years. We haven't had that little slot receiver. I know a fan favorite when the media anyway is Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State. I think he's a good fit for us, but I think that if we get him, like Alex Bart said from Patriots.com, I think from CLNS Media, I think we'll be efficient with Jackson Smith. He's good. He's really good now, but he doesn't wow me. He doesn't wow me. I've seen a lot of people say that he's wide receiver one this draft and this draft. I don't see it. I just don't see that wow factor that I like to look for in a wide receiver. Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think he's efficient. He's good, really good, but just he's not going to wow you or blow your way. I don't even think he's going to run that well. He might run like a 4.3, but I wouldn't expect nothing exceptional for him. I do like him, just don't love him. I'm more of a Jordan Addison guy. I think Jordan Addison will take us over the top. Jackson Smith and Gigba, I think we'd be fine with him, but Jordan Addison, I think it's going to separate us from the pack. I actually think that Jackson Smith is just a younger, probably a little more shiftier version of Jacoby Myers. So we bring back Myers. There really ain't no use of drafting in Gigba, and if we lose Myers, which I think we might, he'd be a good replacement for him. He's younger, cheaper. He could be on a rookie deal, and he's a more loose. He gives you a little bit after the catch, but he just doesn't wow me, man. In terms of being wow, I like Jordan Addison. Quentin Johnson wows me. Jordan Addison wows me. Zay Flowers wows me. Josh Downs, a good wow factor. I like that. It's Jackson, but he just doesn't. I don't know what he just doesn't wow me. But those are some good big receivers, some big name receivers coming out. They say this class is not that deep at receivers. Then you got Jordan Addison, Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnston, Josh Downs. I like Rasheed Rice out of SMU. Xavier Hutchinson, Tank Dell. It's a lot of good ones in this class. So if you're a Patriots fan coming to this draft, we looking at wide receiver. This week at the combine, offensive lineman. I've seen Peter Skronowski from Northwestern. He might be on table for us. Paris Johnson, Darnell Jones. It's a lot of them. Georgia got a couple. Ohio State. Like I said, Northwestern with Peter. We got it's a good offensive lineman draft. It's what I've been looking at, what I've heard. Great offensive lineman draft. Good cornerback draft. The corners going to play. I think they're going to work out Saturday, I believe. No, Sunday. Probably Sunday for the corners. I got to go back and look. I think Sunday for the corners. If you're a Patriot fan, what we need to be looking at is corners, receivers, offensive linemen. Those are three that we need to hit on with this draft. So if you're watch the combine this week, just be looking at some of the workout. I know you ain't gonna be able to tell a lot from the linemen working out. They're not really hitting nobody, nothing like that. But Just keep your eye on a few names, man. Paris Johnson, um, Peter Skronowski. I know I butchered that name. Peter Skronsky from Northwestern. Keep an eye on him. Paris Johnson, like I just said, Donnell Jones. A lot of them. It's a lot of them, man. So keep an eye on them. Wide receivers, which is in my case, I want to look at is, I'm looking at Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers. I got my fingers crossed. I want us to draft Jordan Addison out of um out of Pitt and USC. He transferred from Pitt to USC. I want to draft Addison. I think he fits. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba fits us the best, but Jordan Addison fit. He's right behind it, man. He's more smart. I think he's more flashy than Jackson Smith. And I know Dan Jeremiah put up a mock draft. I think he can see us getting Jordan Addison. And if we hit on him, man, oh man, all bets off the table. I think he can take us to the next level. As a rookie, I think he can be that guy. I hope he's there, man. I hope he's there as a rookie. I think he can be that guy. I really do. Um, just look at it. I mean, you got Devontae Parker, probably gonna lose Myers. Who knows? So you got Parker, Bourne, Thornton. You add Jordan Addison to that, you doing something. You doing something. And I already look at our offseason so far, bringing in Adrian Klein, the lineman from Oregon and the Pittsburgh Steelers, bringing back Bill O'Brien to help out the offense. Already we moving in the right direction. We moving in the right direction offensively. So and the draft is the next step. You got free agency coming up in a couple weeks. Well, 2 weeks from today, we can start talking to some players. But like this, I can't wait, man. I'm excited for some football. I know we probably been out of football about a good, not even a whole 2 months yet, a little over a month. But I'm just excited, man. But as a Patriots fan, this all season it's been great for us. It's been pretty good, man. And we're not done. We got a long way to go. But so far, so good. It's been really good. I know Fridge. I'm gonna touch on Fridge a little bit too, man. Some big names available for us. Do we bring back Jacoby Myers? Do we bring back Damon Harris? Me personally, I don't really know right now. We just signed Connor McDermott, gave him a 2-year deal. Matthew Slater, I know he's been on a couple weeks. Just catch up on a little bit. Slater came back another year, a 1-year deal. We re-signed Connor McDermott, so we kind of re-signed our own. Devin McCourty, I'm gonna get to him and his comments in a few minutes. He was on Good Morning Football this morning and talked about Mac Jones and the future there. But hopefully we bring him back. I mean, I know he's a little bit over the hill now, but I mean, you can never have too many safeties and that veteran. Never have too much veteran help. He's a savvy veteran back there. I think he'd help out. Especially, I mean, we got Duggar, Adrian Phillips. Let's see what we do with Jabril Peppers. I like Bledsoe. Let's see what he does this off season. We kind of deep back there. Probably can move Jalen Mills back there if McCourty retires. But I kind of hope McCourty comes back. I think he's gonna come back, man. Just listen to him this morning. I think he's gonna come back. Now, if Slater had retired, I can see McCourty just going out behind Slater. But I think McCourty's going to come out and give it one more chance, man. He said he wants to get into the playoffs, and the fact that we won it this year kind of hurt him. I think he come back. I know he's about to have surgery or something like that. But I think he's going to come back and leave that TV deal on the table for till next year. See, I think he'll be back. Yeah, man. The scouting come out this week it's going to be huge. I can't wait to see it. I know I'm gonna be sitting there close to my TV watching and whatnot. It's to be I can't wait for it, man. Just send in the running backs. I mean, we kind of deep at running back right now, but I definitely can see us drafting. I like Jameer Gibbs out of Alabama. I think that'll be a good replacement for Harris if he does leave, because we haven't had that running back out the backfield in a while. We haven't. It's been a while since we had him, so we can get him. That'll be good. We can draft Jameer Gibbs. I think we probably can get him in about the mid-second round. Because the first round, you're probably looking at, I know Robinson going to go. Not Robinson. His name, he's going to go out of Texas. Him. Who else? I mean, I think probably one. I like Miller out of TCU. I like Miller out of TCU. I think he's going to go probably second round. Jameer Gibbs, get him in second round. He played. Bill O'Brien knows him well, so that'll be great for us. We can get him. I would love to see him and Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. That'd be dope right there. They'd be lit for. I think we need it because we haven't had that pass catching back since James White. You remember the James White days? Denny Woodhead. I mean, Shane Vereen. I can go on Kevin Falk. We had some back, even Deion Lewis. So that's what's really been missing since Brady left. I mean, since James White. James White he didn't play this past year. He's been hurt. past couple years, but I mean, we can get that pass catching back. And I don't think it's a top need. We need it for the offense, but I do think that we can get it in the draft, and you can find you a good scat back there. You can find that later on in the draft, a good tailback, scat back later on in the draft. I like what we got there with Mondre. Let's see what we do with Damon Harrison, Damon Harris, um, Pierre Strong. Maybe he might be the guy. Cause he showed some flashes this past year. I think he could be pretty good for us if we can get him. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting just seeing these guys work out this week and seeing them run, man. It should be pretty. Can't wait. It should be pretty good, man. Good time, man. Good time for football. As a football fan. Couple more things I want to hit on, man. Free agency. Like I said, don't know what we're gonna do with Myers and Harris. I hope we bring them back, but we probably won't. Knowing us how we go about doing business. Jonathan Jones, I think we can bring him back. I do. I think we can bring him back. But if not, I think we'd be fine there because we got to draft a corner anyway. We got to draft a corner. We need a corner with some size. I like the guy from Oregon, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, that'd be a great pick for us. I like Rush out of South Carolina. Cam Smith. Think is it Julian Brent? I forgot the school, but it's a good corner. Like I just said, it's a good corner draft, good offensive lineman draft, really good draft. And we good at drafting linemen later on in the draft. We've always been good there, so I'm not too worried about linemen and corner. I think with that 14th pick, man, all bets on the table. We had a great spot, so maybe we go wide receiver there. I would like for it to go wide receiver. So we'll see what happens there, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said earlier, Devin McCoy was on Good Morning Football this morning and talked about Matt Jones. All the reports that came out about him, kind of rubbing people the wrong way there. Some of his off the field, on the sideline antics and stuff. Just things you see from a quarterback sometimes when things ain't going well. He came on Good Morning Football this morning. He said Matt Jones is the guy. He said Matt Jones is the guy for the Patriots in the long run. He said he sees it. He said Matt just wants to win. And I believe it, man. We've heard a lot of stuff that come out. I mean, you probably be frustrated too if we didn't have, and if you had a defensive play caller and not Bill O'Brien, but Matt Patricia calling offensive plays and Joe Judge, special teams coach, calling offensive plays. You'll probably be frustrated too. And I think Matt Jones showed that this year. That's what he showed this year, and it kind of you've heard a lot of stuff come out of New England the past few months and whatnot during the season, but man, the guy wants to win, man, and I think that's good that we got Bill O'Brien because I think Bill O'Brien and Matt Jones, they're perfect for each other. They cross paths in Alabama. I think they're perfect for each other. They're perfect. I can't wait for. I think it'll be a great duo. I really think it'll be pretty good, man. I think he's the right guy for Mac. He's the right guy for him. We've seen some reports the past couple weeks. I know Gronk said that the offense, Bill O'Brien, he's gonna bring the best out of Mac, and he thinks it's gonna be pretty good for Mac. He because Gronk was in the offense when Bill O'Brien was there. We heard from Denny Amendola, Julian Edelman. So this is a huge third year for Matt Jones. I mean, I know it's his third straight year with a new OC. First year had Josh McDaniel, then last year with Matt Patricia. This year was this year's gonna be Bill O'Brien. So it's third straight year with a new OC. You kind of want to find some continuity there. You know what I mean? You want to have some continuity, and that's what he hasn't had. Every year it's been somebody different. That's not good for a young quarterback. So I think this year, and hopefully Bill O'Brien will be there for the next couple of years or whatnot, just to groom Mac and take him from his wing a little bit more. So I just think this year here, it's a big year. The year, like we call it, the year 3 leap. Look what Tua did. In year 3, everybody was out on Tua. After 2 years, they were out on him. Look at Tua now. Look at him this past year. He's in the end of the season now. But look at him this past year. They gave him Tyreek Hill. They gave him Cedric Wilson out of Dallas. They still got Gesicki and Waddle. Got all good offensive line around him. Tua could have been MVP. He put up MVP numbers this year. Look at Josh Allen. Year 3, Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, those guys he got down there. Look at Cincinnati, how they built around Joe Burrow. It wasn't in year 3, but Burrow was good his first couple years. Look at Jalen Hurts was just in the Super Bowl. Look what he just did. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Goddard, Miles. I mean, just look. You build around your quarterback, I'm telling you, you get the best out of your quarterback. When you build around your quarterback, you got to build around him. When you build around him, you will get the best out your quarterback. So I just think this year in free agency and in the draft, free agency, like I said, free agency is first. Let's see what we do in free agency. I would love to see us go acquire maybe like a Jerry Judy or something like that, or make some splash. I do think this year we're going to be a little more active than what we have been. I really believe that. I think we're going to be a little more active this year than what we've been. I can definitely see that because we're going to need it because it's been like, look at what we're chasing the AFC. You got the Chiefs just won the Super Bowl. You got the Bengals, Bills, Chargers. Who knows? See what the Broncos do with Sean Payton. Baltimore with Lamar's contract situation. Like we chasing some teams. The AFC is stacked. So far so good though for the offseason. So far so good, but we got a ways to go though. We got a ways to go. We need that dog on the outside. No one. I really feel we are number one wide receiver away from making some noise in the AFC and possibly making a deep playoff run. I think we one piece away. We can find a corner and fill out the rest of it. I do think you get the common denominator. All these big teams, all the top teams they got that guy. They got players on offense. Look at the Chiefs. They got Kelsey. They might not have the wide receivers, but they got Kelsey at 32 years old and still really good. They got a playmaker. Buffalo, Stephon Diggs. I can keep going. Cincinnati, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Like you look at the top teams, they got that guy. So I mean, that's what we don't have in the ring. That's what we don't have. So we got to get Mac. Got to get Mac that guy. Have to get him. And I'm not saying that's going to be it because you still got to go out there and play. But man, you put your team in a much better predicament if you go out there and get that guy and do things like that. You put your team in a much better predicament, man. Like I said, I feel we a piece away. We right there. We right there, man. I think, man, we coming though. I think we right there. We coming. But yeah, the scouting comment this week is gonna tell a lot, man. I can't wait. I think O'Brien and Belichick and Matt Gray, I think they should be there this week. I know they will. Don't know who all will be there, but I know Belichick and Bill O'Brien to be there. I was supposed to be there, but things came up, unfortunately. So maybe hopefully next year I can get out there and get y'all some great content. But yeah, man, scout combine this week. Looking at some of these workouts, and it's very intriguing. This workout, who's gonna beat the record? I know y'all remember a few years ago, John Ross had the 40 record. I think he still got that record. Did somebody beat him? Not for sure. DK Metcalf put up some impressive numbers a couple of years ago when he came out. Like CeeDee Lamb put up a good workout. He had a great, nice catch and won the wide receiver drills at the combine a couple of years ago. So yeah, man, it's a great time, man. Great time, man. This combine, I can't wait for it. Can't wait. I think the workouts start probably tomorrow, like the weightlifting and measurements and stuff like that, all that good stuff. And then on I think Wednesday, I think the offensive linemen start to work out. Then Thursday, Friday, you know what I mean? Then after that, you got free agency. Then the last workout would be on Tuesday. And then free agency begins a week from next Monday, March 13th. We can start talking to some players, start making some trades and all that stuff, man. So it's a fun time, man. Fun time. Got March Madness, NBA playoffs, but hey, Kansas Pats Talk gonna be here covering it all. Mainly Patriots, man. I can't wait, man. Yeah, man. I'm getting two shows starting this week. 2 shows a week. I'll be back on Thursday. Talk some more workout. Probably do like a little free agency preview. I will be doing a mock draft before the draft. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna have a guest on in a couple of weeks. Like I always said, I'm doing some giveaways too. But I appreciate all y'all joining me tonight. I appreciate, like I say, the ones that will tune in later on after this get put out. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. Make sure, please, man, like, share, subscribe. We trying to run these numbers up. We trying to get big. I told y'all the plan for 2023 is to get a lot of subscribers on this YouTube channel. And hopefully by the time the season rolls around in September, we can start doing some watch parties week one. My goal is to have a watch party week one of the NFL season. Whoever we play, whether it be home or away, it don't matter. But the goal is that I want to have a watch party this year. Every Sunday, have a watch party. So I'm gonna be giving y'all weekly content, about 2 or 3 times a week. And hey, we're gonna grind, man. We're gonna grind. We ain't a finished product yet, but we getting there. We're not a finished product yet, but we are getting there. We getting close though. Also make sure y'all follow the Instagram Cans Pats Talk. I got one of them that I created, but it's messed up. So I lost the password for that one, but you should see the one with the most followers. That's the one to follow. I'll be posting snippets of my shows there, posting some news there. Um, and the link is in the bio. Subscribe and hey, just subscribe. Please like, and share. I appreciate all y'all joining me tonight. Like I always say, the ones going to join it later on. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all Thursday. All right, Pats Nation.